Send them back home with a health plan.
Oh, bless them.
Zion, Illinois. Zion. That's in the scripture too. Zion.
Right.
On that pattern.
And his address is 2520.
See?
Ignition. And this is one that does bullshit.
2520.
And what 2520 stand for?
That's the address of Cancer Treatment, 2520 Ignition.
What does it stand for?
2520 is
360 times
2520.
Right.
It is equal to 360 times 7.
Okay, yeah.
360 degrees in a circle, so it's 7 circles 7 times. That's what. That's perfection. Any more questions?
And you said Alicia.
Alicia. Right. Yeah.
But I just wanted to say, all the things that you have been giving her is like a type of rock with the Holy Spirit. That's why she was able to walk through that radiation, because from a physical, since it takes the physical to understand the spiritual, it's like the Holy Spirit in her that's fighting off all that radiation, which is the negative spirit. So she was equipped, you know, with the soldiers within her, the angelic beings within her. That's all on the pattern. When the Holy Spirit is resurrected in you, you can walk through fire. You can walk through anything.
That's right.
There was nothing else on here, was there?
No, it wasn't anything. Anybody else have any questions? There's one more. Go ahead.
I don't have a question, just have a comment. Okay, I just wanted to say thank you to Washington Messiah. Okay, I met Dr. Warren with my son, and my son, you know, he's been going through a lot. But my mother also, she had breast cancer, and she passed away. Of course, I wish I could have met Dr. Warren, but what I wanted to say was that you are so pretty, your hair is beautiful, you're gorgeous. And of course, I give all that to Yahweh. But I want to say this, that my mother, they said the chemotherapy doesn't kill you. Because my aunts also, they had, you know, ovarian cancer. And my mom, you know, she had a mastectomy. I just want to say this, they had OxyContin, morphine, they had hospice in. So I prayed them away. And then my mother had as I said, the Rolls Royce of insurance. They still use Medicare as a primary. So when they used all that up, of course she died. But, you know, I just want to, you know, thank Yahweh for that. And for you and Dr. Warren. I wish I could have met him, you know, when my mother was in the land of the living. Because it was really painful to see my mother go through that. And I had to show them my driver's license when I went to pick up her meds, because, you know, like I said, she's on OxyContin and morphine. And they wanted my driver's license. And then hospice came in, and they actually wanted me to overdose my mother. And I don't really. So they told me that if I called the ambulance one more time, because she wore Georgie's patch. If I call the ambulance one more time, I was going to have to pay for it. You know, so they give you the meds, and this is what happens. They want you to, you know, the chemotherapy, it doesn't cure you. My aunt had it, and she's in trouble. So I thank God for Yahweh and Dr. Warren, and for you.
And that's like a Romeo doctor.
I don't think this hospital, I think through
No, I said that to somebody else.
Don.
Valencia. That she's going to go up. She passed. The colon cancer.
but Don's sister did go there.
Yeah, Don's sister went next. That was the second person we know. So any more questions?
One more thing, the vitamin C that you said 1,000 and it's 3,000 and it says 6,000.
And it's 3 tablets a day. 1,000 3 times a day.
Okay.
I mean, now there's other versions. I mean, you know, you got to play with this stuff. This is not to get all. As we go through the retreat, that's one of the things, you know, I'm going to bring up. It's about 70 of the best treatments known that they've already. I just chose 3 of the ones that I researched. I went through about 40 of them. And what I'm just trying to show you is there's a boatload of treatments out there for cancer. But most folks are either one, if they know, they're too scared to take it. That's right. I said, you got to walk by faith. Do you going to believe the mama Gilead of Yahweh, or you going to believe men like goats?
That's right. It's 2520 on the chart right there where by the Red Sea. So what was that?
Dr. Innocent on the inside.
Okay.
think that number's also in Solomon's Temple in
Right.
some fashion.
On the pyramid.
This
something.
still saying prescription work in males as good as it does in
Well,
females?
it changes. You got to, like, for instance, it depends, first of all, I spend a lot of my money on it. But say, for instance, you made a contract, you cannot afford the poly MV, that's $150. What you do is start off with something like Asiac and then build. You know, just like if you go to, when it's in the old days, put it this way, if you had a machine gun, you don't want one bullet in it. So you got an area where you have a bunch of equipment. So you charge NCIT, you take this, you take 400 or 500 different things. So I got them on 10 different things already.
One more question. If an individual is looking to ward off the cancer, what could they do as a pre-cancer?
They take the maintenance for the ACIT, the maintenance for this other stuff. It depends on how much money you got that you can do. For people on a minimum budget, they, like we told you, we gave the address to go out and buy the ACIT. That'll be the cheapest. They just take 2 to 4 ounces every day. 4 ounces of that. Then you have more energy, you can run through walls. And see, one thing about herbs, herbs different from food in this aspect. They are not grown like food and et cetera. They use the roots on ground that's very deep in the ground to get a lot of minerals that the food is not able to get. So when you take herbs, you probably I could take a lot of vitamins and a lot of other things because you get so much energy from that tea. I take 2 ounces or 4 ounces of that thing, I go 6 hours. I need.
I kept forgetting.
And you can believe that stuff is holy because I remember reading something a long time ago. The special forces, the Delta forces, they would use these herbs and they had a concoction. They don't tell nobody that. But I stumbled across it. Delta forces have food stuff in fact things go like 3 to 4 days without eating.
Yep.
They have tremendous amount of energy. That you're in a great deal of stress. You're in a firefight. You're in a stress. I mean, you deplete yourself. But these people, they can keep it going. They can keep it going. I said, what are these people taking? These herbs. I got 4 of them. I know. One is going to raise it. There's 4 herbs. One is super. There's a lot of herbs that you can take that keep it going and be under a great deal of stress and not crack.
And I can bring a book next Sunday.